Okay, this is the first sort of intentional video for this side channel. For those of you who are on this channel who don't know, I have another channel called Smarter Circuits. I would imagine that most of the people that are here know that, at least at this point. Who knows when you're watching this? Anyway, this video is going to be mostly a state of things and what is left on Bernie, the costume puppet dragon. So let's go ahead and dive into that. And I think I can just do, I think I'm just going to do this, spin that round. Let's go here. Okay. There's Bernie. And as you can see, one of the eyes is loose. I need to put that back. Bernie had a bit of a tumble because I hit my head on it when I was doing something else. Anyhow, so yeah, I have to fill in a little bit more of this foam back here so that I have more of a base to rest some things on as I finish hooking up the electronics. Then I need to shape and cover. Now, the other thing, and probably the next big thing that I'll be doing, let me see if I can get like a me in there to situation going on. Ignore the HVAC situation there. Okay, anywho. Right. Where did they go? I will be using more of this stuff, which is, it comes packaged like this. And once you expose it to air, it begins to dry, and you have, I mean, a reasonable amount of time to work with it, but I would try to be quick. If you would like to experiment with some of that, I will leave a link to it in the description. It will be an Amazon affiliate link because it doesn't really cost you anything, and it gives me some of Amazon's money. So that's awesome. Anyway, these are next. These are actually going to be the bones, quote unquote, that hold up his sort of, what would you call that? The ridge, like a Triceratops has. But he'll just have it, maybe, you know, from like here to here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's kind of how that'll be. I realize it's very MST3K at the moment, but okay, out of there. All right, tight quarters there because I'm quickly running out of storage space. Anyway, yeah, so I have to figure out a way to mount these. I'm probably going to just mold them into the foam, and then I have to mold foam around them. After I do that, I will no longer have immediate access. I'll still be able to go up and over through here and get to them if I absolutely need to. And this will still be fairly flexible. This stuff is, okay, well, it'll be flexible enough. Anyway, the back will be removable. So that's one of the nice things about this sort of Triceratops hood thing that I've got going on. It hides the removable back of the head that I can use to, or the seam anyway, that I use to access it. As far as the bottom seam, I'm hoping scales will cover that, but I don't know. I'm not really sure how I'm going to be affixing the scales just yet. So, I guess I'll give a little bit more information. Bernie will be made of mostly polyester foam. This is XPS foam. I used XPS foam here because it's very easy for me to shape with light woodworking tools, and I wanted to be able to make the teeth and everything. He actually will have more definition to his nose, just a little bit, and I have to build something up at the end so that he has his nostrils, which will flare. There will be servos in the nostrils. And then on the outside of the polyester foam, which will be just like a very thin, maybe 1/4 inch, if that. It's bigger than 1/8. But I think it's about a quarter of an inch. Thick polyester foam will go on the outside of. Will go on the outside of the structure in order to keep it from being this shape of the tower. This is just a guide. That's not actually how it's going to work. I am actually going to be using whalebone, which is what is traditionally used inside of hand and rod puppets to keep them full. I'm going to be using it to make the neck round so that I can put the polyester foam on it, which should fluff it up enough that when I put the Antron fleece around it, it will hide the ribbing of the whalebone. And then on top of the Antron fleece, I'm hoping I can do scales. I know that I can do them. This is my test subject here. This is the color that I selected for Bernie long ago. Also, there's a gold color, and then there's some white, and I was going to get like a purple of some sort for accent, and I want to get something in Lycra so that it is semi-translucent, and the puppeteer, whose head goes down here, I don't know if you can see because I can't see the preview, whose head goes down here, I'd like them to be able to see when they walk. So, and that's going to be, this is going to be 2 operators. There's going to be a body operator, and then there's going to be a face and head operator. Nodding will actually be up to the operator out of the suit, as will talking and moving the eyes and eyebrows and everything else. The eyebrow, there is an eyebrow missing. When I whacked my head on it, it knocked the eyebrow off. I sat it somewhere. Did I set it up there? No, I didn't. Okay. It's in the box here. So I still have it. And these are actually going to be, they're shaped like this just so I could have a general idea and as much clearance as possible around the actual eyeball, so that I can build up. So I'm actually going to put more of this foam on top of this and then shape it, because it's supposed to be sort of just the bony ridge, even though that wouldn't move. But that's just sort of how it is, because dinosaurs don't have eyebrows. Or dinosaurs. Dragons. I mean, I guess a dragon's a dinosaur. Kind of. Anyway. That's the deal with that. I might as well put this on. I don't know what I just knocked behind there, but oh no. It's Bernie's jaw. Oh no. What else would have fallen with it? I may have lost some hardware. Oh my. Okay, well, there you have it. Bernie's bottom jaw, everybody. Okay, I'm just going to put this back on while I'm right here. Because why not? Good. There we go. And no, I do not have access to the screw at the end of the horn for the servo. If they become too much, I will glue them with just a dot of CA glue. So that they don't come apart. But I don't think they're going to come apart anyway, especially because everything's going to be kind of built up around them. And so eventually the skin and underskin and structure will kind of hold everything in place anyway. I am admittedly, however, very fearful of the next step on the face. Because the next step on the face is for me to do something with the eyelids and then start to build up the eyebrows. And so this is where I could very easily mess something up that I would have to go all the way back and start over, in addition to having to tear all of this out in order to pull out the frame for this, depending that if I damaged the frame, which is not as likely, but is possible in some of the more delicate areas, like these uppers where these hold the eye rigs. I can't make those any bigger or thicker, or they will become a hindrance to building and maintaining the thing. So, yeah. I don't know how much of this I'm going to keep. I don't know where I'm going to post this, whether it's going to be a members only thing or, well, I guess it can't be. That's right. Do Not Leave Unattended is not presently monetized. So, if you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, please do like and subscribe. I hate to do that because it's just, I don't know. For some reason, it's been cringy for some time, but yet it's still necessary, and we all have to do it. We all being YouTubers. I arrogantly place myself among them. But anyway. Yeah, if you want to see more of this kind of thing, best way to do that right now is to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're interested in seeing future videos, then that's the way to do it. And I don't care about the bell. I don't know why everybody says. I guess because you get the views, but I figure if it's interesting enough, you'll come and see it. Right? Anyway, I am going to cut this now. And later today, more than likely, not that you know what today is, I will be working on this. And I will be recording that. I don't have much more of a plan than what I have told you. That is pretty much it. You know what I know at this point. Because I just kind of get to a place and then I say, okay, how do I make this look like this? And then I answer that question and then I keep going. The big question really is going to be how to transition to the scales from the non-scaly parts. Because there are going to be non-scaly parts, because there's just parts that are just, boy, would it be complicated to put scales on them. That, and I think they would look kind of weird. And it is also quite a bit of added weight. The scales that I have so far are actually, well, I guess it's only maybe a pound or two. But still. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I don't have any great closing line or anything for this channel, so, watch more videos. Bye.